Hello friends, welcome back. We're still tinkering on our little compiler. We don't have anything to execute our instructions yet, but we are converting our Ruby-like syntax into some instructions for a stack VM. We'll get to that side of things soon enough. In this video, I want to see about adding arguments to our methods. So we added some methods in the last video. Let's add some arguments. That'll be fun. Method definitions with arguments. So let's say this has an A, and this returns A, and this, yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, look, that's good for now. Do I want to have another one here? Yeah, why not? Just to have the symmetry of it. So this one will accept a string, and this one will accept a number. And we need to dream up some instructions for our little VM. What's going to happen when you have arguments? I'm not going to worry about the type stuff right away. I'm just going to invent the instructions. So I think we could add an instruction called push arg, and then it pushes the arg index. So let's have 2. Yeah, let's have 2 on that one, and this will be a number. Okay. So we'll push an arg, and then we'll set a variable from that arg using our existing set var instruction, and we'll call this A, and then we'll do the same thing for the second argument, and we'll call this B. So we push this onto the stack and then pop it off and set it in the variable, and then we push the second arg onto the stack and we pop it off and set it in the variable B. And then we're going to push the variable. Actually, is that? Yeah, that's what we called it. Cool. We're going to push the variable A, because that's what this instruction does. And then we're going to do end def foo. Okay, very cool. And then we'll just move this down just a little bit. This one is just going to push arg0 set var a and then push var a. So very similar to up here. We're going to say this type is unknown, and this type is unknown, and this type is unknown. All these are unknown, and we'll get around to figuring out those types soon enough, I hope. And then this is where we call those 2 methods. Okay, push. Oh, and then we also need to pass the arguments. So that's what we were using this part of the instruction. The call instruction was for the argument count. So this one has 2 args and this has 1. And we need to push the arguments onto the stack so they can be used in the call. Push stir foo, and push int 1, and then this will be push int 2. Yeah, that's pretty much what I want these instructions to be. This is an int, of course, and that's an int, of course. And let's run that and see what kind of stuff happens. First off, we get key not found A, and that came from the variable dependency file. Okay, so let's go fix that little problem right here. We did a fetch. We probably should just do a dig to get the value out of the hash, and if it's not there, it'll return nil. And if dependencies, let's see, unless dependencies, then raise type error unknown variable name or something like that. A little bit more helpful error message, unknown variable A. That's right. Or should we just return nil for now? You know, it'd be cool. We need to invent something here. We need to say types false or something. What's a good way of doing that? I'm just going to return nil for now. So I want a failing test that looks like this. Yes, and that is just a hot mess, isn't it? It's bad. Okay, so I think part of the problem is, wait, what is the problem? What is the problem? Okay, part of the problem is that we haven't done any of this work yet. That's to be expected, but right off the bat, we don't know what this type is either. And we don't know what this type is. The only thing that we know the types of are the these two immediate values, these two literals. Okay, that gets us closer. I wish I had a better diff of this. It's okay, I think we can figure it out. So right off, we have this def foo, and then the next instruction we have is push var a, but what we really want is push arg 0. Okay. So to get that, defen, we want to do something with these args. What are the args here? It looks like that. So we don't really care about that first little bit, so we can just kind of destructure this and suck the args right out of there. And then once we've added the def, we want to loop over the args. Args each do arg. And we want to do instructions. Instruction.new. Push arg. And then the index is index, something like that. And then set var, and this is the arg name. Okay, gets us closer, right? But we get this gnarly message that we never got around to writing, some helpful message here. That comes from instruction RB line 36. We're just going to return nil for now. So again, I want this output. I don't want an error. And let's see if we got a little closer now. Unfortunately, this is just really gross to read. Do I spend the time? Oh, I know. I have a little hack. I've got a little hack. We can do something here. We can say, let's just look at the first 3 of these. And we'll just look at the first 3 of these. We'll do something like that. Okay, that gets us closer. This is a little bit dumb, but it works. Okay, and so let's go ahead and do the first whole method here. That's 7. Let's see, 0. I guess that'd be 0 through 6. Okay, all of the first method instructions are what we'd expect, so we can probably go ahead and do all of these as well. So that's another 5 instructions. Okay. Very good. And are these instructions good? I apologize for how gross this is. Okay, that broke. Let's see if we can kind of spot where things went astray right here. We expected this push stir foo to be stir, but it's nil. Okay, that's because I commented out something somewhere. I don't remember where, but let's see. Does that get us closer? Type nil, push int. Oh, push. We're not even getting the push int. Oh, I know what the problem is. Oops. So it wasn't that. We're actually not even getting these instructions at all. So we'll go ahead and fix that. Compiler. When we're calling something, we're not processing the arguments either. And I believe that's here. The args. Yeah, so that's a splat. Very good. And we need to do something here. instructions args each do arg instruction new. Oh no, we'll just transform arg, because that's a normal instruction. Okay. Push. What am I looking at here? And then this is going to be arg's size. Why didn't that start passing? Okay. Set var. Set var A. Okay. Okay, my count was just off because I don't know how to count. That's fine. 13 also passing. 14 also passing. Great. And the last one probably works. I can get rid of this and I can get rid of this. Okay, great. We have arguments getting compiled. We don't have any type information, but I think that's a good start. We're at 12 minutes on the video. This might be a good point to stop. Is there anything else we can look at here? Just as a bonus, I wonder if there is a way that I could have a better diff here. So let's say we had this stir and we get this big gross output. It would have helped me as I was developing if I could get a diff. I think I did this in Natalie. I did a mini test. What did I do? Was it Natalie Parser? Okay. Let's go make our own thing here. Expectations. Okay, that's going to fail because it doesn't exist, but we'll just make it. Spec support. Okay, so what I really want is assert equal with diff, expected actual assert. Let's say if expected not equal to actual, then let's do diff here, and then this is just a normal assertion. Assert equal expected actual. Okay, that can go away. And then the expectation is assert equal with diff must equal with diff. Okay. Okay, that didn't break anything, so that's good. And so now here with diff. So if you want to tune out, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit longer video while I just tinker on this. the main part of the video is done. But what I want to do is this right here, do diff here. So I think I want to, what if we just pp pp expected and actual? That's kind of what I want to see, but in a diff format. So if I do, how can I pp Ruby pp pretty print. Don't really care what version it is. I just want to send it to a file. I don't remember how to do that. Out. pp object, and then the out is just the second argument. Okay, very good. So if I do this, I want to say acquire temp file that new expected actual expected file actual file. I might have to open these. Open? Is that what I want? I'll try new first. I don't remember which one it is. And I think I want to do diff expected file path actual file path, and then puts that. What does that give us? Undefined method actual file. Oh, let's put an equal sign here. What am I looking at? I'm looking at this. Does that make sense? What? Okay, hold on. Is this even, does this even have output in it? No, because the file went away. Okay. Do I need to do open here? And then close here? Ah, there's a way to do this. Hold on. Ruby temp file. Sorry, that page cannot be found. Temp file, new, write, rewind, read, close, and then unlink. So I definitely want new, and I want to write to it, and I want to close it, and I want to unlink it. Okay. Expected file, unlink, actual file, unlink. So I don't want to forget to do that. Let's print these out. And then let's not unlink them temporarily. No such file or directory. Oh, I didn't change this to new. Sorry about the sounds. Let me turn those down a little bit. It's not. Oh, Invim. That's not it. Okay, that's the file. So this should write to it. Maybe that function isn't doing what maybe that's not the right one. I need to run pp.pp. I'm so juvenile. Require pp, and then we'll do pp.pp. Does that get us a little closer? Yes. Yes. Just had to do lots of pp stuff. Goodness gracious, come on, there we go. Don't need that. I do want to unlink these files. I don't want to leave them laying around. Ooh, how did I do that? No, go back. This episode has gone off the rails. I'm very sorry. How do I get... Okay, I don't know what I did, but I got it back to the other side. Cool. Hey, now we have a much better diff for when we get this big blob of a mess. You can see exactly which lines are different, and it shows us line 17. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, assert equal with diff. There's probably a library that does this, but man, it was fun just writing it ourselves. And it's fun to work on your tools, you know? So let's space these out kind of similarly. And then let's put this back to nil. And all the specs are passing. We'll commit this, and I'm going to go ahead and record the next video for tomorrow because I want to get the type information in there. But this video is long enough, so I guess you'll have to wait. Thanks for hanging out. You know, tagging along, rooting for me and encouraging as always. Let's see, get add spec support. Let's do add expectation. Well, I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to do day 7. Ah, it's beautiful. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.